everyone. Welcome to your EVS class. You must be wondering who am I, right? So, I am your EVS teacher, Miss Priyanka Madnani, and I'll be teaching you this wonderful subject, EVS. Like any other subject, this subject also teaches us life lessons. For example, how should we take care of each other and our body parts, the nature around us, plants, animals, and healthy food and balanced diet, and that we should be careful, we should respect others, we should listen to others, and whatnot, right? And these are the reasons why this subject is really beautiful and different, right? So basically, not only just the nature, but how we should grow as a human being, right? It is about how we should grow as a human being. And that is, my dear children, that is what we learn in this subject. Okay, so one thing I would like to say, this class is gonna be very interesting because I will ask you to come up with examples, with real life situations that you connect the best with the topics, and we will discuss that. Okay, so once we discuss the real life situations, we learn the best, right? When we connect it to the topics, we learn the best, right? So ऐसे में क्या होता है कि पढ़ाई बातें बीच we are just talking, so पढ़ाई हो भी रही है और पढ़ाई नहीं भी हो रही, एक तरीके से पूरी पढ़ाई हो भी जा रही है, राइट? सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, you live in a house, right? We all live in our houses, but with whom? With mama, papa, dadu, dadi, bhaiya, didi, chachu, chachi, right? So who all are they? What are they called collectively? Yes, they are called a family, right? But do you think your family and my family is same? Mine is different and yours is different. Yours is different and your friend's family is different, right? So we live in different houses, we live in with different families, right? But the relations are same. Like you call your mother mama and your friend calls his mother mama. So the names are same. Okay? So in this chapter, which is chapter number 1, family, we will learn about what family exactly is. What is the family structure? Got it? Emphasizing sharing, caring within families, exploring family tree, nurturing family traditions. So, what is the family structure? Like grandfather, grandmother, mama, papa, me, and my sister. And who else? Right? So, we have the family structure. Few of you must not have grandparents at home. सीधे मम्मा पापा से फैमिली स्टार्ट हो रही होगी, राइट? Few of you must be having chachu chachis at home, like a joint family, tau taijis at home, right? There are many people in one single house. So we have two different types of families as well. Got it? So, in this chapter, we will learn about all those types of families. Tina, Rahul, look, this is the photograph of my family. Rahul, and this is my family photo, Tina. Can you tell how our families are similar and how are they different? So that's what I was talking about. See, families are different. Your family is different than mine. But similarity, there is some similarity. And what similarity is there? Say, for if you have Dadu Dadi at home and I too have Dadu Dadi at home, and you call them Dadu Dadi, I call them Dadu Dadi, Mama, Papa, and we call our relations with the same name. So, this is how we are similar. The number of members in the family are similar. So families are different yet similar. The families are similar yet very different. So are you all excited to go further with the chapter? This chapter is gonna be very interesting. You'll get to know about different traditions in the family. Like whenever something happens, whenever there's a celebration, how do we celebrate that with family? What do each family member do? Right? So let's begin. Family. A family is composed of parents and children who form a close knit unit. Parents have the responsibility of nurturing their children by providing them with essential provisions such as shelter, food, clothing, and education. So, family is basically one single unit comprising of many members living in the same house. Okay, so parents have the responsibility of nurturing their children. They take care of you. They give you food. They provide you with education. They provide you with good clothes. They provide you with good food to eat. So they say, basically they pamper you with the best they can. Then comes types of families. So there is this nuclear family and joint family. A nuclear family consists of parents and children living together. It's just mama, papa, and the children together. So there's this nuclear family. It is very small family, just a family of like three or four people maybe. There could be five. Like I have a nuclear family. It's just my mama, papa, and we are three sisters. There is no dadu dadi. There is no chachu chachi. Okay, there is no tau taiji living in the same house with us. So I have a nuclear family. Okay, so who amongst you all have nuclear families? Very nice, very good. Oh, you have a pet also in your family. That's very good. So, pet is also considered a family member only. Then comes the joint family. A joint family consists of multiple generations with grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, and children, all residing under one roof. See, multiple generations like Dadu, then Papa, then Hum. So, like Hamare Papa ke Papa. So, these are the multiple generations living together under one roof. So, the Dadu, Dadi, Mama, Papa, Chachu, Chachi, and then siblings and cousins. Okay, so I took this, I just spoke two words, siblings and cousins. Do you know who are they? What is the difference between a sibling and a cousin? Okay, good, very nice. So basically, sibling is your real brother or sister who calls your mama as their mama. Okay. And cousins are basically children of your uncle and aunt. Chachu, chachi, tau, taiji ke bacche. They are called cousins. You may live together in a house, but you are cousins. Okay. So who amongst you all have joint families? Raise your hands. That's very good. Some children live with one parent. Such a family is called single parent family. Sometimes what happens, there's this small family, and due to some circumstances, there is only one parent left in the family with the child. So it's called single parent family. Either there is papa or there is mummy with the child. So that family is called single parent child family. Okay, got it? Then next is a quiz. so early, so quick. Okay, what is the family? Since it is the quiz, why don't you stand up and answer the questions? It's fine, even if it is incomplete or wrong, I will make it correct. Okay, I will help you. But it's good if you give it a try. What can happen? What worse can happen? You may go wrong, that's it. Nothing can go worse than that. And nothing should go worse than that when I'm standing here in front of you to teach you, right? But the most important thing is speak up. You'll gain confidence that way. Okay, so what is a family? A family is a group of members or people living together in the same house. Okay, what is the nuclear family? It is a type of a small family comprising of three or four people, including parents and children or the child. Are you getting it? Am I clear with the terms and the definition? If you feel, if you know, come in any confusion, if you feel anything which is going too fast, you can just stop me and I will repeat it, okay? Or you can put this video on the repeat and you can watch it again, okay? How many members are there in your family? So this is very personal question. In my family, there are 5 members. So I have written 5 here. 5 here. You have to count the members in your family. Remember, I am not talking about people who are your relative living in different houses. The ones who live in the same house become a family. Got it? So you will count the members in your house and you can write here. And you know, these days we do have house help living in our family with our family in the same house, right? We call them, like, maybe they have a name, just say Ravi Bhaiya, Didi, ऐसे करके we call them ना. They help us. They help mummy with the household things and help us in studies or getting us ready for school. Few of you must be having, right? So, you know, it's good if we include them also in the family because they're living with us and they're taking care of us, they're giving us food to eat, they're making food for us. So, they're doing everything possible they can, right? So, it's good if we also include them in the family. Is it a joint family? Is your family a joint family? So you will have to just write yes or no here. Okay? Shall we move forward now? Okay. People in a family. So, how many people are there in a family? How are they? What do they do? Let's just have a quick glance on it. Tanya shares her home with her parents, sibling, paternal grandparents, uncle, aunt, cousins, and her father's sister. Meanwhile, her maternal grandparents reside in Nainital along with her mother's brother, aunt, and another aunt. Although Tanya doesn't get to see them frequently, she maintains a contact with them through phone calls and emails. So, we call maternal grandparents as our nani nanu. Maternal means mother's side, and paternal means, of course, father's side. Papa, P for papa, P for paternal. M for mama, M for mother. Okay, I think you can remember this for life like this. Okay, this way. So, our, you know, we If grandparents are living with us, those are generally paternal grandparents, dadu dadi, right? And nanu nani lives in a separate house. But living in a separate house doesn't mean that we are, not close to them or we don't love them. They are also a family, but an extended one. Family which lives away in a different home, that becomes an extended family. So you stay connected to them over phone calls or emails or FaceTime. The essence of a family lies in the bond of love and care and sharing. So the warmth of the family, the importance, we realize the importance of the family when we get that love, that support, that care from the family. Like we stay together, united in every circumstances, right? Whether it is anything, you're sick, you're unwell, so whole family, especially dadu dadi, stand at their feet to take care of you. Your mother prepares healthy food, healthy soup for you, and papa brings medicine, and your cousins or siblings try to keep you entertained so that your mind becomes fresh. So these things happen when you live in a family. And you must be having some elder bhaiya or didi at your house who lives away from the house for their higher studies or anything job, so they don't live with the family. But and when they get sick, they have to take care of themselves alone because mama papa are at home with you. They are living alone, so they have to take care of themselves, and they have to prepare their own food, they have to iron their own clothes, wash their own clothes, everything they have to do on their own. So it becomes very difficult to live without a family, because we get so much of love in the family. Then family members offer their unwavering support during times of illness, like I said, and provide solace during moments of sorrow. Family tree. So, what is basically a family tree? It is not a tree that we grow in the garden. Okay, please don't get confused with it. It's just a family tree visually represents all the individuals in the family and illustrate their relationships with each other. So, what happens? The family tree starts with the paternal and maternal grandparents. Who came first? Then came your mom and dad. Then you all came, me, brother, and sister. So it is in a hierarchical manner: grandparents, parents, and then us. So this becomes like a tree, a vast tree. See, the trunk is thin and the leaves, this is broader. Got it? Each branch on the family tree corresponds to a generation, showcasing the intricate connections with the family. Okay. Identify a pair of relatives who reside separately from you and describe two methods through which you maintain contact with them. So, like I said, that there must be a brother or sister living apart from the family, away from the family, maybe because of the reasons like job, studies, or marriage. So how do you maintain your contacts with them? You either call them, or you talk over FaceTime, or you video call them, or you write letters to them like the old times, or you write emails to them, but you must not be having the email ID, of course. But then your parents must be having it. So how you have to list out the ways. How do you keep contacting them? ओके, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Then learning from family. Each family teaches us many things. Like whenever when we sit with grandparents, so they teach us moral lessons, morals. They give us morals. Like, you should listen to your parents, they're always right. You should respect us, we are elder to you. You should not lie, you should not steal things, you should not disrespect anyone, you should not use bad language, you should not raise your voice and whatnot. So we have so many learnings from the family and the family members. What do you think? Why do we have such learnings from the family? Like, why would they even teach us this thing? We have schools for it though, but the first learning comes from the family, right? Because you are born there, you are there with your parents or grandparents whole day for until 3 years. When until 3 years, when the school doesn't start, you remain in the house. You learn how to walk in the family, I mean in the house. You learn how to, eat, start eating. You learn how to speak. So the learning, the basic learning starts in the family only. When Tanya's friend Saina visits her home, Tanya politely requests that she leaves her shoes on the designated shoe rack by the door and selects a pair of slippers from the rack to wear. She explains that it's a cherished custom within their family to remove shoes before entering the house. So some people have this thing in their family, this custom. It's not a rule, it's the custom. It's type of um, a mandatory thing that they follow without any disrespect or anything in their hearts. Like, everybody has to do it. So whenever anybody comes to Tanya's house, or whenever Tanya's family comes up from outside, so they remove their outside shoes and take a slipper which is generally used only inside the house, wear it and move around in the house. So there are many reasons to it. The first one is the outside dirt or bacteria or germs don't enter the house. When you walk on the road, there are like thousands of germs sticking to your shoes. So you're getting them into your bedroom or bathroom or kitchen. It is like unhealthy for you. So it's better you keep the shoes outside the house only, or at the entrance, and you take a fresh pair of slippers and wear them inside the house, right? So this is a custom that everybody has to follow. So Tanya was teaching one of the customs of her family, that too very politely, with respect. So this is the learning that she learned, that she got from her family, that whatever you speak, whatever you say it politely. You have to be kind to others as well. Okay. Then different families follow different customs and traditions according to their culture. Some commonly observed customs include sharing meals together, celebrating festivals and special occasions together. So celebrating festivals and special occasions together. So whenever there is any festival, say for Diwali, Holi, the whole family dresses up nicely and spends time, eats good food, like delicious food, sits together, play games, have fun. And sharing meals together is, of course, breakfast, lunch, dinner, doing all of these meals together. Okay. Then living within a family. Living within a family teaches us a lot of valuable lessons, such as taking care of others, sharing kindness, excuse me, offering help and truthfulness from our family. Like, we're not supposed to lie in the family. We're not supposed to lie to our mama, papa, dadu, dadi. We have to be very honest with everyone, so that if there's any hard situations or anything which is going wrong, they can correct, and they can support us, right? So we have to be very honest, and we have to be very caring towards each other. Say, when you fall sick, everybody takes care of you, but when you're okay, when you're not sick, you're perfectly fine, you also can take care of your family. You can take care of your grandmother, dadu, dadi, and everybody in the family. See, there are different ways of taking care. As a child of grade 3, there are various ways. Say, if you play with the toys, you wind up the toys. This is one of the ways of helping your mother, right? When you are done with your food, you can pick up your plate and put it in the sink yourself. This is also one of the helps, right? Dadu dadi, you can help them with their medications. You can help them by taking them to the garden for a walk outside. you know the many ways. I am sure you must be doing these things already, and if not, then you better start doing it, because these are the very, these are the essential things that we do in the family, right? And this brings love, this improve this this increases love in the family. Then politeness, to whomsoever you're talking in the family, you should be very polite. You cannot be rude. Oh no, I'll do it. Oh no, I can do it myself. Oh, you do it yourself. No, not like this. Mama, could you please help me doing it, or do you need my help to do it? I can help you. So you have to be very polite. बहुत अच्छे से प्यार से बात करनी होती है, ठीक है? Respect for others, helping the fellow family members, fulfilling the needs of our loved ones. So, whatever our loved ones want, if they want our help, if they want our love, we should provide them with that. Okay? Then, next is gathering with relatives. So, again, relatives is the term, which is basically an extended family. An extended family. Like they don't live in the same house, but you belong to an extended version of the same family. So we meet our family members who live far away on important events and special celebrations. Sometimes you all get together for fun activities like picnics, trips, and shared meals. We look forward to these times because they let us spread love with our loved ones and spend time with our loved ones. For example, on Diwali, Saina's uncle, aunts, and cousins come to Tanya's house. They decorate the house with lights and pretty, pretty things and enjoy yummy food together. So, Sanya and Tanya are basically cousins whose family live in different houses. So, on Diwali or maybe on any occasion, they come together under one roof and celebrate the festival like how? Like they have so much fun, they eat food together, yummy, yummy things together, and then they decorate the house with pretty, pretty things together. So they literally enjoy the togetherness of two families. Okay. Then comes family resemblances. In families, you often see that kids look a lot like their parents. Like you must look similar to your mother, similar to your father, or you look similar to your siblings, or you maybe your face resembles grandfather, grandmother, or maternal side, right? So these are the resemblances. ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, अरे ये तो मम्मी पे गया है, ये तो पापा पे गई है. Like you must have heard such lines in family, right? So in families, you often see that kids look a lot like their parents. They might have the same eyes, the same skin or hair color, even a similar face. Like twins, they have similar face, right? These family traits create a strong link between different generations. Sometimes brothers and sisters may also share these family resemblances, and in special cases, they might be twins who look so much alike, and it's hard to tell them apart. Okay, so in some cases, twins look similar. In some cases, twins don't look similar. It happens. It's just the nature, the beautiful nature. This is how God created us and put us in a family. You people are very lucky that you have a family to live. There are some children outside, they don't have family. Have you ever visited any orphanage? Orphanage is basically a place where there are children without their parents, without the family. They don't have any parents. They had never seen their parents, or maybe they lost their parents in young age, and there was nobody to take care of them. So there's this, or that, I mean, there are organizations that take care of them. So you people are blessed. So always love your family. Okay, now quickly go and read the chapter. We'll meet in the next video and we'll complete the exercises. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.